Hey folks, this is Ryan, back again with some MDL content. Partially because I'm just sort of waiting to hear back from my opponent, and since I didn't play Johnny last week, unfortunately there was a scheduling error, and I got a forfeit win. This is the last game of the regular season, so I thought might as well have a little bit of fun, talk a little bit about some pregame prep, and hope we'll see how much of it we get through before the match gets a move in. So Azumarill is one of my mons this week. I'm leaning extremely hard Trick Room into my opponent, Anthony, who's had a very dominant season in his division. So looking at his team, he predominantly has a pretty strong speed advantage over me in most scenarios. But I have found some stuff that might work under Trick Room. So this is a Lumberry Azumarill. I'm running Lum to get around potential Will-O-Wisps, and to get around Sleep Powders from Venusaur, because I actually don't hate an Azumarill Cofagrigus lead. If that ends up looking like something I can actually viably do, I probably will. Mostly because the Raichu is set as pretty passive this week. But this is just Play Rough, Aqua Jet, Ice Punch, Protect. This hits his whole team pretty hard. The one thing I am slightly worried about is I only have a 1 in 3 chance to live in Overgrowth from a... or no. He has a 33% chance to OHKO with a max Overgrowth on this set with Veno. Not a ton I could do about that unless I wanted to run Rindo, but I thought Lum might be better if I end up wanting this thing in a lead slot, and because if it's burned, it's just useless, and he has good burning and also Thunder Wave options with the Meow Stick. We have a Raichu here. It's pretty standard Focus Sashi stuff. The big thing here is that it's probably going to lead. I went ahead and took a play out of Dina's book, and I'm running Speed Swap this week. It doesn't really outspeed a lot of his team in terms of overall, but it's good for a late game because I am running my whole team like min speed basically. So if I end up in like an end game scenario where Raichu is still alive and I have something like, let's say, Nidoking on the field, or I have Lurantis or whatever, and Trick Room turns end and Raichu's still alive, there is a very good chance that if I speed swap, I can get speed advantage on some of those back threats and potentially still pull a win. Here we have Cofagrigus. I think this was the hardest mon to build and prep for this week. This is a Trick Room, Haze, Fake Tears, Shadow Ball set. I considered a lot, especially for this 4th move slot. I considered Protect, I considered Will-O-Wisp as well. Both of those looked really good as potential options, but I ultimately opted for Haze. He's run Coaching Riolu into Pult a few times, and he also has Colossal. And generally, his team has a lot of good setup threats. This Cofagrigus has lived to survive a Life Orb Max Darkness from Barraskewda, and still managed to set Trick Room. It's also calced with Cassiberry to live a +1 Dragapult hit always, which I thought was pretty important. I am willing and absolutely going to consider, if he goes hard Sun, I will actually Fake Tears my own Lurantis, which is down here. That's a little ways away. But if I can get that thing to +2, it actually can basically solo the Sun mode by itself. It does not take a lot between AV and +2. It cleanly 2 hits KO Veno. Ninetales doesn't do any damage to it, and it can potentially sweep if he goes Sun. So the Fake Tears is both for Lurantis, and actually because Fake Tears is good for the Nidoking and the Spectrier as well, it gives them some much needed OHKOs. Shadow Ball is to, if he runs... he's kind of in a weird spot with his Dragapult. I'm assuming it'll be AV. He's threatened to get OHKO'd by Azu or Spectrier, kind of regardless. I went ahead and tech Shadow Ball both so this thing could break Sashes, do some damage, and because if he runs Cassiberry, I need a way to OHKO that Pult so it doesn't OHKO me in return on Spectrier, so this lets me break the Cassiberry first. I'm running a slow Dragapult that can then, or a slow Spectrier that can then outspeed. Nidoking is pretty standard offensive set, but it's slow, and then this Spectrier, I went ahead and teched Will-O-Wisp because I had kind of an open slot and it looked good. Alright, I have a DM, so it looks like the game is probably going to get started here. I'm not trading. I guess actually that DM was not from Anthony. I thought it was. So, in terms of the general vibe, if this does end up being my last game of the season, I'll do a postseason breakdown, for sure this go especially, because I have a lot of thoughts on the format and the team, how I adapted to it throughout the season, that sort of thing. I think that this season it's going to be pretty important to do one of those. If I end up getting into wildcard and stuff like that, well, obviously I'll keep recording games, but regardless, I do plan to do some sort of a postseason thing this go around. And Hot Takes 2 is still definitely on the mind. I haven't forgotten about it. Part of it has been, well, me forgetting about it some of this past week. I was thinking of doing other things and other projects, but it is on the mind. I'm gonna bother Matt and we're gonna try to get it done. So yeah, that should be most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and DM my opponent. So yeah, this is a pretty big game. I'm obviously... I feel kind of mixed about my prep for this. Anthony's team is pretty multifaceted with a lot of options, and he's a really, really good player. My team this season has very much struggled with weather and terrain, of which he mostly just has weather. I guess he could run like psychic terrain in DD or whatever. So there are some things here that historically the team has had some trouble with. I'm hoping I've been able to prep around those. He also can, of course, run Trick Room himself, or he can attempt to imprison. I do have it flowcharted out to where I should be able to get Trick Room out most of the time. But it's not as secure as I'd like it to be. If he brings, for example, like Copycat Riolu, if he brings the Imprison Meowstick, after my fake out, he can still click Trick Room even though he won't be able to click Imprison turn 1. The Diancie is really hard to OHKO, so if he gets that thing out on the field and I'm unable to knock it out cleanly in one turn, then I obviously have problems, which I'm pretty sure I can't kill it unless I have Nidoking on the field. I think I would need to fake Tears it and then kill it with Nidoking. So yeah, that's kind of the overall thought process. I considered some faster modes with things like Cottony. Actually, the initial draft was like a Cottony and Noivern team sort of deal. But then it was like, the setup for that was really conditional, and if he went with certain modes, it just sort of got steamrolled. Like, you know, that lets him, because Cottony is made of paper, so like, part of the problem was I was like, well, I can do Cottony Tailwind, and then I can outspeed his team, and then I can have Spectrier kind of try to go in. That sort of mode was on the mind in building, or trying to do a hybridized mode where I bring both Cottony and Cofagrigus, but then I'm not putting enough damage. So it ended up turning into a hard TR team. The Spectrier, by the way, is min speed. I have it, which I know is strange. It's pretty close to min speed. It underspeeds everything it underspeeds a lot of stuff if he puts invest into things, like if he runs like a faster Scizor, stuff like that, it can underspeed that, but mostly it's min speed, just in case he goes for a bulkier Dragapult set. It kind of lets me still manage to beat that sort of a thing. So yeah, the fast hybrid mode team model was not something I was digging this week. It just looked like if he accidentally got a Cole setup, if he clicked Feint into my Cottony with his Riolu, which he's run before, and then just like hit it with anything, then it would die. So it was a bit of a challenging week of prep, to say the least. His team's got a whole lot of good stuff. But I'm hoping I can pull this out. And good luck to my opponent. I think this is the longest intro I've had in ages. But it's okay. I'm trying to make up for not having a video last week, I suppose. Alright. I also still don't know how to edit my trainer card. Someone should tell me how to do that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what he brings. All right, that is 100% the team I expected, which is both a really good and a really bad thing to say. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. I feel like Lurantis might be pretty good this game one because he might feel a little safer going for Sun. Yeah, I actually like Lurantis here a fair bit, potentially. Then my back option's a little interesting. I think Azu's pretty safe in the back. That does mean that I don't have any special attackers. I need to decide how comfortable I am with that. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Because I sort of need a Zoomerl if he goes for the real loop ult mode first, game one. So I think these are the 4 correct mons. I'll probably hop on the special attacker train next game. Okay. Obviously, I have to worry about him just steel spike boosting into oblivion. I can speak, I swear. But these 2 mons output a lot of damage. Let's see what he went for. Ninetales Meowstick. That's an interesting lead. Not one I was expecting. That's okay, though. We just fake out the Meowstick here and click Trick Room. It's actually a pretty straightforward turn. And if he ran Hypnosis Ninetales, I guess I'm screwed. But there's not a hell of a lot I can do about that sort of a thing. Okay. Huh. Felt a little bit of lag there. That's unusual. He also knows I'm not I've run offensive Cofagrigus before. He might think that's coming out. It's not, but you know. Okay. Fake out comes out into Meowstick. That's good. Probably breaks Sash, which is also good. Heatwave just comes out. That breaks Raichu's Sash, which I'm perfectly fine with. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. Life Orb Ninetales. Okay, that's interesting. It looks like Cofagrigus barely takes one more of those. But I need it to get a +2 off into Lurantis. So I think I'm actually going to hard switch here, which seems a little crazy, but it should be bulky enough to survive the heat wave at least, and at least start getting damage on the field. And if I live the turn with Cough, I can potentially get to +4 and then max it, and then it shouldn't take much of anything from this Ninetales. Wow, that heat wave did a lot. Okay. Raichu's coming back, Lurantis coming out. Fake Tears coming out. Oh my god! Wow. Oh, that still does way too much fucking damage. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Holy shit. Yeah, we're just gonna max Darkness here. And I think just Fake Tears again. Get it maxed. Alright, it worked at least. At the very least, I can end my season with that stupid strat working. Oh, wow, that's hilarious. Okay, Meowstic using Ally Switch. That's pretty good play. This Max Darkness should still do a lot to Ninetales. Yeah, still solid damage. If Cofagrigus somehow lives the turn, which it shouldn't, really by any means. Okay. Okay. I want to keep Raichu in the back. I think I just go Azu here. I like overgrowthing the Meowstic here to boost my damage output a bit. And I just think I either Aqua Jet or I Protect at Azu. I think that Ninetales he's going to just treat as a sack here. I think I just Aqua Jet and get it off the field. No, he's still keeping it. That's kind of surprising. Did he go into Riolu? Okay. That's a pretty surprising switch, in my opinion, but I'm okay with it. Does he have Charm? I guess we're about to find out. Okay, so he's keeping the Fake Tears pressure on. Okay. Honestly, I'm content with... Okay. He has two very passive Mons on the field right now. And he's really spamming that Fake Tears, so I'm pretty sure whatever's in the back is going to end up being a special attacker. Okay. We've got one more turn of Max left. It might be Venu in the back, it might not be. I think we can just pretty safely Overgrowth Riolu. And I actually want to just go ahead and switch hard to Raichu here to get rid of the drop. Okay, Riolu's follow me. I targeted anyway, I believe, so that's fine. Okay, Fake Tears into the slot again, but this time it's Raichu. Just totally fine. I just want to keep Azu alive and in one piece. Okay. Sun fades. Twisted Dimensions just returned to normal, but I do have a Follow Me on in my back pocket, which is really good. I also have Speed Swap as well. So depending on what the next Mon is, I might actually Speed Swap. Okay, so it is Venu as the last Mon. Okay. This isn't the worst thing ever. I do have Psycho Cut on this Lurantis to kill it. It's kind of a tricky turn. I think I want to Psycho Cut. Start getting damage on this thing. Need to make a call here on if I Follow Me, Fake Out, Speed Swap, what I want to do. I think I'm content with Speed Swap, honestly. Okay, so Venu Max, which, you know, we expect. We'll see how much of how long this will take to KO. Venu, the Psycho Cut. My early calcs had it, when I'm maxed, it's a 2-hit KO on most Venusaurs. Okay. Ally switch comes out. Okay. Alright, I actually don't think Meowstic dies here. Yeah. Oh, not even crit. Ooh, that would have been a nice crit to get on the Venusaur, but, you know. You know how it is. Alright. Alright, so we throw out Azu here. I think he's just going to Fake Tears into Azu. I'm just going to Grassy Glide. That slot. Or I superpower that slot and try to get a little bit more attack. I think Grassy Glide's fine, though. Glide. And just straight up protect. This has been one of the weirdest fucking games of Pokemon I've ever played. Having fun, though. I'm interested why Riolu came on this squad. I don't really know what it does for the Venusaur. Okay, Azu protects. Okay, Lurantis just gets the glide for free. That's fine. Okay, Meowstic's dead. Divine Lash comes out into Azu. Azu's fine-ish. Okay, Ninetales comes out. Drought also comes with it. Yeah, we cannot allow this Ninetales to live. This is his second turn of max with Venu. I think he'll just protect Ninetales, if I'm being honest, and probably just try to kill Azu. And get it into that scenario he wants. I'm not 100% on if double protecting Azu's worth it here, or if I just go for the Aqua Jet anyway. I think it's important to find out if this Ninetales has Protect or not. I think if he does have it, he protects this turn. Ninetales does have Protect. Okay. Azu's gonna die to this Vine Lash. That's basically assured. Yeah. So now it's Lurantis versus the world, and honestly, you know... There are worse mons to be facing the world with. Alright. So I'm not faster than the Veno, but I am faster than the Ninetales because of Speed Swap. So what I do here is I just Superpower, and then I go for Psycho Cut, and then I should be fine. So I Superpower here. Okay, he does have Weather Ball. Okay. Okay. All right. This should KO. And we get game one. Holy shit. Woo! Dude, I'm telling you what, Lurantis is the best Pokemon in the entire game. Oh my god. Play the same rules. Okay, so he's not gonna let me do my Lurantis shenanigans again, which is fine. At least I'd hope he wouldn't let me do them again. All right. I didn't love Azu there. I think I'd rather have Nidoking in the back, with Lurantis as well. All right. I think this is my game plan for game 2. So let's go for it. Anthony's really thinking through his options here, which I think is smart. I'm mostly trying the same thing and seeing if I can pull something similar for a game 2, but I'm not 100% sure that I will be that fortunate again, as it were. Okay, let's see what he goes with. Venu Meowstic, okay. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's kind of fine. We Trick Room here. Always. We always Trick Room here. I now need to make a call on what this... Okay, so the problem is here is either Meowstic has Fake Out. Well, wait, Meowstic's Fake Out doesn't matter. So I'm worried about like a Fake Tears Vine Lash, right? So I think I just follow me. I think I follow me. And because... I just thought of a better play, but that's fine. I don't have enough time. I actually think I might have considered switching out into Lurantis and going for a... Does he hit it? And he hits. That's bad. I should have faked out the Vino. Okay, so he is carrying both. That's good to know. This isn't good, but it's not unwinnable right now. We just keep clicking Trick Room. And we probably go ahead and just Volt Switch on out of here. One Meowstic. Maybe I should have switched Lurantis out on the Kofagriga slot and clicked Speed Swap. That might have been better. No, I think this is fine for now. Okay, so he goes for early max, which honestly I'm kind of okay with. Now he's probably gonna Fake Tears and kill this Cough. And there's not a lot I can... I could have switched Lurantis in on that, but he also could potentially just go for like Max Quake into my Raichu. So we're gonna have to scout this turn pretty carefully. Okay, so Meowstic is carrying Sunny Day. So he is going to outspeed me. He didn't go for Fake Tears, though, which is good. Okay, Raichu Raichu does not die, which actually is pretty good for me, because I Volt Switched out. Alright. Okay, we go Nidoking here. Koff has his guaranteed turn of sleep. Okay. Nidoking takes some chip. Okay. I think what we're going to do here is we are going to switch out Koff into the Lurantis. We're going to protect Nidoking for a turn. This is pretty risky, but the idea is that if he does go for a fake Tears, I actually am thinking I might end up maxing Nidoking this game. So I'm trying to stall max here as best I can. And trying to get myself into an end game where I can get Koff on the field, hopefully get an early wake up, set a mid-game TR, and try to win with that. That's kind of the notion right now. Okay, so he was carrying Sleep Powder, which honestly isn't, you know, retrospectively, okay. Retrospectively, I should have just faked out the Vino. I'm in this position because of the misplay, to be honest. Let's see. Fake Tears into Lurantis. Giving it a boost, thank you. And we resist, or on top of that. I actually think we just max Lurantis now. As funny as that is. If it's at +2, it can eat most things fine. We're gonna swap Nidoking out, though. I don't want it taking all this chip. Throwing out Raichu does just kill it, but, you know, is what it is. I need to get Koff out on the field so I can burn another sleep turn. Okay. So you are going to go ahead... I'm calling an ally switch here. He's got an ally switch, right? So I'm gonna call an ally switch, do that. That also sets up Nidoking for later. And we're just gonna switch Koff-Agrigus in. So for those wondering, we are 100% not out of any kind of woods, but we are trying to get closer to that. I guess Nidoking did protect last turn, so he might just fake Tears Nidoking and try to kill it real quick with like a Max Flare. So this might have been a bad play, but also Koff-Agrigus is a dead slot, so... And lowering Spadef is good for me, generally speaking. And not taking Vine Latch Chip is good. Too good at the fucking game, folks. Too good at the game. Oh my fucking god, I can't believe I called it. Okay, Flare's coming out into Lurantis. Doing not much. Oh my god. And we called it. Bye. Oh my god. Okay, well, our position here is a hell of a lot better than it was. We have a shot. It's not a... we're not, definitely not out of the woods. We have a sleeping Koff-Agrigus and a 10 HP Raichu. This is not an ideal scenario by any stretch of the imagination, but it is something that I think we can get our way out of. I don't know if Ninetales protects here. I kind of doubt it. I'm just going to Mindstorm the Vino. I think that's correct. Mindstorm Vino, attempt to Trick Room here, I think is correct. So we're just gonna try for one. Because I feel like Nidoking might be able to clean up after Trick Room. So after Trick Room set, because Ninetales will get OHKO'd by an Earth Power. And this Vino is really threatened right now. Okay, so he does switch Vino out, which is fine, into Riolu. So Riolu is probably dead unless it's Sash. That was crit. Yeah. Bad, unlucky crit timing on that one. However, if I get lucky here and I wake up and I actually set Trick Room, I still think we're in this. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Coffagrigus. Fuck. Okay. I actually wanted it to die there. Oh, that sucks. Okay. We overgrowth Riolu, and we're dead to Heat Wave, I believe. We'll try to Trick Room. Hope it misses. Attempt to Trick Room. Because honestly, Nidoking still looks like it can potentially win. If it can maintain speed advantage. Helping Hand Heat Wave? Yeah, that should KO the Lurantis. Crit followed by a miss! My fucking god. Oh, shit. Okay, Overgrowth comes out. Killing Riolu. I guess I should have gone for a Mind Storm into the Ninetales to kill it. Because we're still not in an awesome spot. Oh, wait. No, we can be. Okay. Because Trick Room never went up, but I still have my 10 HP Raichu. Sun is still up, though. I think I go Nidoking here. Or do I go Raichu? Folks, this is tough. We're gonna go Raichu. Oh, there actually is no sun. Okay, hold on a minute. So I can outspeed and superpower Ninetales right here, I think. I think Nidoking wins a 1v1 with the... I superpower and I speed swap here. Yeah. Okay, Ninetales is frail. Come on. Not quite. Okay. Heat Wave comes out. It should KO both. Yeah. Okay, so Venu's just gonna go for Sleep Powders here, so... Earth Power. Okay, so Venu is carrying Earth Power. It doesn't have Protect. No, it does. It has Sleep Powder. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, that I got lucky and then I got unlucky, and that is just how the game is. Jesus. Okay. Alright. We kind of just hope for a double miss here. We kill Ninetales, and then we pray for more misses, is basically the strat. So... Ninetales tech Scorching Sands? That's kind of cool. Okay, we eat one. But we're slower than Venu, so... And we got burned. Yeah, this game. Okay, GG's for game 2. Okay, Nidoking did not pull his weight there. However, I honestly feel like if I just play that turn 1 correctly last time, I can win this, so... Come on, man, select the team. How do I feel about a more mid-game Trick Room? And just lead a little more aggressive. Like, he hasn't actually just, like, led Sun, you know what I mean? And he hasn't even brought Pult. Like, what if I just, like... What if I kind of go for, like, a Blitzkrieg mode, basically? What if I, like, Spectre or Nidoking... What if I, like, Spectre Air, Raichu, lead... with Cough and maybe Nidoking? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Lurantis is the max option here. Let's do... Let's do this. Okay, so this time he went Dragapult Riolu, which is not great. But also isn't terrible. I have Spectrier out, which does threaten him a bit. Especially if I was running Scarf, which I am not. Don't hate a Protect here. And... what do I do? I don't hate to Protect here, Hard Switch into Cough. There's a reason for that. I have this Cough spec to live a +1 Dragapult Phantasm. And I think if I'm him, I look at the Spectrier as the threat on this field. Okay. See what he goes for. Into Spec, which protected. Lives the hit. Weakness policy activates. Now here's the nice thing about this turn. Well, not nice, but but in terms of options. So Spectrier is free to Shadow Ball here because it threatens to OHKO the Dragapult from this range. So he can follow me on his... so he kind of has two options. He can follow me on his Riolu, and if he follows me on Riolu, then like a follow me Riolu and then like a Phantasm into Spectre is probably his safest play. In his mind, but I also have Trick Room here. So I'm going to click Shadow Ball into Pult and Trick Room, because if he just goes for another Coaching and then kills the Cophagrigus, I'm in good shape because then I kill the Dragapult in return. If he goes for the Coaching, if he goes for Follow Me here, well, I bring Riolu down to Sash and I get my Trick Room up guaranteed. And then I can toss Nidoking out and probably max it. So this is like both a bunch of ideals and not ideals, because obviously I would prefer maxing Spectrier. Okay, so he went for a second Coaching. So my Cough will not live this if he targeted Cough. I believe. At +2 attack, I don't believe I could get Cough to live the attack. Okay. But I got a +2 Shadow Ball off into this Dragapult right here. Barely hangs on. Okay, I thought that was an Oko. Alright, well now we're in bad shape. Because now I don't know how we win. Well, I kind of know how we win, but it's not looking good. Wish I had Raichu in the back right now. Damn. +2 AV, I did have a chance to Oko there. I remember doing that calc pregame. Alright, it's fine. We're gonna go... Nidoking is the only thing on my team that can protect. So what we do here is we double target Pult, because we don't have a better option, particularly. Or I max this and then guard, and then... Like, I can play this turn really passive and stall this last turn of max. But Spectre is probably dead through Protect anyway, unless I max guard. It's a bit rough. I need this Pult dead. I'm gonna double target it. It's dead to one of the two moves if either of them hit. So if he doesn't follow me with Riolu here, then it dies to one of these two attacks, and then I potentially have a shot. Okay, he follows me. That's probably game, because I played aggro. Goodbye, Spectre. Okay. Okay, we get an Ice Beam off into the Riolu, which will probably bring it to Zash. Can I get a freeze? Nope. Okay. Alright, Lurantis. I don't think Lurantis and my boy here can really take on the world, but they're gonna try. I'm not gonna give up on them. So... we'll go ahead. We will max... Darkness, I guess. Pulse. Doesn't matter. I mean, Rill is at 1 HP, so no. I mean, Overgrowth sets up a better endgame, so I think I just Overgrowth Pult. I don't know. It might not KO. If he has Phantom Force, he probably clicks that here. So actually... Let's Overgrowth you. Ice Beam, I guess. I don't know. In a tough spot. He can also just, like, if he has Dragon Darts, he can just, like, Helping Hand Dragon Darts and probably just kill Nidoking. Like, there's just not a lot I can do in this position. Man, that sucks. I was surprised he went for that mode for this game 3. If I had stuck with my standard mode, I would have actually probably had a good shot at winning this, because the Cough tech tastes specifically for this. Okay, so he goes for another coaching. Phantom Force comes out, which is what I predicted. Which is fine. Okay, Pult avoids the attack, because of course it does. Okay, we got an Overgrowth off to at least attempt to keep HP up. Phantom Force breaks Protect, but if he targeted Lurantis here, and it lives the hit, and then I get an Ice Beam off, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, folks. Looking pretty bad for your boy. Oh, yeah. And I don't have any Spadef boost this time. This thing's gonna hurt like just a truck. Okay. What do we do here? I guess we Darkness the Pult, because it'll go first. Darkness the Pult with Lurantis, and then you go for Earth Power and Pray. I think that's the play. Phantom Force. Oh, it does go into Lurantis, who does live. Might not live the heat wave, but we'll see. Okay, it does not. That's probably game. Oh, that is game, yeah. Alright, folks, well, my MDL season ends here, but hey, I got a +6 Lurantis on the field in my last game. So it is what it is. So I am out of wildcard contention, so that'll be the end of my MDL season. I'll try to get a season end breakdown out, you know, within a reasonable time frame, obviously. So yeah, that's kind of is what it is, you know. That'll kill. So GG's to Anthony. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I will have a breakdown of my MDL season out soon, and goodbye.